There are only a few guys who get to toot their own horn in the UFC, okay? This video is not glaze. I repeat, this is not glaze. This is merely an opinionated and passionate discussion featuring some current UFC fighters. That is it. Let's get into it. Ilia Topuria, the current UFC featherweight champion of the world. Not only does this guy go in and KO one of the UFC featherweight GOATs, but right after that, he goes in and KOs the chinster Max Holloway, the guy who hasn't even been dropped, let alone cracked and stunned. Ilia goes in and disposes of him like Max Holloway didn't even know how to defend himself. Ilia Topuria went in and knocked Max Holloway out so bad, you would have thought it was freaking Johnny Walker at featherweight. Ilia has essentially done everything he promised he would do. Okay, his confidence is so high that he's calling out the pound-for-pound #1 Islam Makhachev. He can strike with you. He can grapple. He can do just about anything. He mixes up the martial arts beautifully. Undefeated aura, invincibility aura, and with Merab Dvalishvili as bantamweight champion, his Georgian aura is also boosted with higher chemistry ratings, bro. Ilia Topuria is on top of the world right now, and you cannot tell me that he cannot toot his own horn. Toot it all you want, brother. Toot it all you want, Matador. Speaking of Islam Makhachev, currently the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC. Current UFC lightweight champion. Has wins over the likes of Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, Renato Moicano. 6 black belts submitted already. Okay, this guy has submitted 6 black belts in the UFC already. His confidence is so high, he's calling out Dricus du Plessis. DDP. He is willing to skip over welterweight and go straight to middleweight. Are you kidding me? The confidence is absolutely through the roof. One of the most well-rounded fighters we have ever seen. Okay, he can strike, he can grapple. He's got Dagestani aura and the longest active win streak in the UFC. And with Coach Habib, Islam reaches new levels consistently, bro. He is consistently improving. Islam Makhachev, toot your own horn and make sure that everyone, even in the back, hears all the tootin', bro. Alex Poatan Pereira, the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. This guy is so good that he makes fighters want to prove that they can strike with him. Okay, we are in a mixed martial arts sport, and I have yet to see a takedown attempt against Alex Poatan Pereira in his UFC championship fights. Iconic 2024 run, okay? He's KO'd Yuri Prohaska, Khalil Roundtree, and Jamal Hill. One of the best strikers, hands down, we have ever seen in the UFC, okay? He may not be as technical as guys like Israel Adesanya, but man, does he carry power through all 5 rounds. Oh, and did I mention he also has a black belt in jiu-jitsu that he doesn't even need to use? Alex Poatan Pereira, the Shama aura, the iconic Poatan shuffle, and the fact that he has the GOAT, Glover Teixeira, in his corner, that not only just helps him in general, but overall boosts the Brazilian chemistry. Okay, Alex Poatan Pereira gets to absolutely toot his own horn as well, bro. And last but not least, the best-ish fighter to ever exist, okay? The current UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus still knocks du Plessis. DDP, baby, as we like to call him. Bro, I have never seen anyone call for Khamzat Chimaev the way DDP calls for him, bro. It is epic. It almost makes me want to glaze him a little bit, but I'm not going. This video is not glaze, okay? This is not glaze. This is just an appreciation post for all of these fighters because they should be able to get to toot their own horns. Anyways, bro is so awkward and unorthodox. It's a superpower. We've never seen anything like it. And not to mention, he has plot armor. Okay? Dricus du Plessis literally has plot armor. He's the Chad of the UFC. He is the first fighter to ever submit Israel Adesanya. The Toon Force, the invincibility aura. And do you guys remember when DDP was asked how many Alexa Grassos were needed to beat him? And he answered with all of them. Are you kidding me? DDP gets to toot his own horn. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop down in the comments below and let me know who you guys think deserves to toot their own horn in the current UFC. Okay? I don't want any old heads. I don't want any, oh, well, Chael Sonnen, he's undefeated, undisputed. He's beat everyone. He gets to toot his own horn for the rest of his legacy and his life. Hey, I get it. I'm talking about the current UFC roster, okay? And listen, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and like I said, drop in the comments who you think deserves to toot their own horn. Aside from that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Deuces.